Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Epiphany Taylor. Welcome if this is your first time here to my channel. So today my intro is a little different. I actually wasn't able to use all of my introductory footage, so I inserted some images of my look for tonight. So today's actually my birthday and I am going out to Burn Steakhouse with my boyfriend. This is my favorite restaurant, so I'll show you guys some video and some photos of the food and everything tonight, but just please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into it. All right, so I am definitely going to be doing my makeup the same way I've recently started doing it, starting with the eyes, and I'm going to go into the contour, foundation, everything else. And I do have some new products that I'm going to be using for my birthday look. I am excited. I have Patrick Ta's new Dewy Milk Mist, his collaboration with the House of Lashes. I have the pair that is named It's an After Party. I'd say these pair are the ones that have the most going on out of all of them because, of course, you know, I guess his style is more natural, more subtle, but they're still subtle, but they've got a lot more length going on. I also picked up his newest lip shade. This is the pink one. It's called She's Hard to Get, and I have, of course, already used it. For my eyes, I have Urban Decay's 24/7 liner. I got the shade Wild Side. I'll be using that. I also have Charlotte Tilbury's Eyes to Mesmerize. This is in the shade Rose Gold. I'll be wearing that tonight on my eyes. So I already did cleanse my skin, I toned, and I'm going to go ahead and apply my under eye gel mask. Oh my god, this is hard to do with these nails on though, I'll say that. I'm gonna prime my eyes with NYX's Proof It Waterproof Eyeshadow Primer. And I will be double priming because I just have discovered that I like priming my lid for the foundation, but then when I put on the shadow, I think I need a primer on top of the foundation to help the shadow stick. I'm going to go ahead and use my Pat McGrath Labs foundation. This is in the shade Deep 34. I think I'm gonna try, let's see, and dab that on with my fingers. Yeah, because I don't want to waste the product by applying it with that sponge that I usually apply it with. The sponge absorbs so much of the product. Like, it's for my skin, not for my sponge. I know, like, I haven't moisturized, but I'm just going to apply a little in the center of my face too, between my nose area here. So, of course, per usual, sorry to bore you all, I am going to be using my customized La Femme palette. And I'm going to also go into my Jumbo Eye Pencil by NYX. I'm going to apply that and blend it out. Not too much because the shades that I'm using are pretty deep. So I don't need that much help in having them show up. Dab into burgundy. I'm just going to apply the burgundy all over. And I just want to connect it to this part of my brow before the arch and bring it down to the corners and blend it out. If I didn't have hooded lids, you would be able to see that my crease is here. So I'm just pretty much following where the bone is. Just use your body as a guide, basically. All right, so for the deeper brown shade that I'm looking for, I'm going to go into a Morphe palette. Just remember with this palette, all I can do is kind of show you the shade that I'm using. And you can find something similar. Just because I reorganized this palette in many of my Morphe palettes a long time ago, so I have no idea what names the colors are because they don't belong to the palette that they're in. So I'm going to dive into this shade here. This is what it looks like. So it's a really deep, yeah, that's a really deep brown. So I'm going to take that up the same as I did the deep burgundy. So I just use the smaller one to apply the color, and then I'm going to get a bigger brush so that I can blend them out. And I want to drag this deep brown further into my eyelid. Alright, since I have my nails done, I'm not going to be able to dab my fingers into the product and apply it to my eyes, so I'm going to use my concealer brush. But before I do that, I'm going to use some eyeshadow primer so that the best part of the eyeshadow can adhere. go ahead and dab into this and apply it right where I apply the waterproof eyeshadow primer. So what I'm going to do is trace where I've already applied the line for my crease and then pull the product down. So I'm going to go into my 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil by Urban Decay. This is in the shade Wild Side, and this is what it looks like. Very rose goldy. I hope it pops with this Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow that I have on, because now that I'm looking at it, it kind of is very close. So for brows, I'm going to be using Patrick Ta's Shaping Wax. Now that I have the Patrick Ta Setting Mist, I'll try it with it. Not sure if I like that. I really don't like the idea of that. I'd rather use a setting spray that I don't care for than to use one that I really am attached to. Yeah, I probably won't be using that one again. Right. Spray. So there is plenty of goop that gets left behind in the brush, so I like to squish that out onto the back of my hand and apply it directly to my brows. And then I come through pressing my brows into my skin. And I go through and brush again, of course. I might get a little more goop and then press it into my skin. Alrighty, so I'm going to let my brow set, and while that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and prep for my lashes. So in order to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and measure them, trim them, and apply the glue so that they can dry while I start on other areas or do something else with my face, basically. So we got good packaging. It comes in a little plastic container that you can use to store them. So I'm just going to do a teeny, like a centimeter. Half of a centimeter. While my lashes are drying or getting tacky, I'm just going to go ahead and draw in some brow hairs with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Dipping Brow Pomade. And I do have the matching brush. This is 7B. This one is amazing because the bristles on the brush head are very thin. So that way you can create these lines that give the illusion of brow hairs. I'm just going to go through and apply some mascara because I do have some product on my natural lashes. I like to stick it to the outer corner and then bring it to my inner corner because there's nothing worse than running out of lash towards the outer corner. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my Pro Collagen Marine Oil and press it into my skin, and my Dynamic Resurfacing Day Cream. So for primer, I'll be using another sample that I have. This is Tatcha's Liquid Silk Canvas. Apply that all over. This is my first time trying this too, so hopefully something new. It has a really good smell to it. Just gonna go ahead and do the regular routine, go in with my contour. A little bit of color correcting. So I'm going to use my Becca Under Eye Corrector. Apply that right into my eyes. Or that is the Under Eye Brightening Corrector, not just Under Eye Corrector. Brighten everything up a little bit with a lighter concealer, so I'll do that in the corners. And then I'm going to go ahead and set my highlighted areas with my Laura Mercier powder. And the sponge, I definitely like it to be really damp so that it doesn't leave like this ashy cast onto my skin. It melts into your skin. It sits a lot better when the sponge is damp. And going to my under eye, so I'm going back into Burgundy. And I'm just going to apply that right under, try to bring it down pretty far. And then I'm going to grab the Urban Decay. I'm going to use that to line under the eyes. That's just going to bring out a nice pop to everything. And I'm also going to line my waterline with my NYX liner, per usual. And for bronzer, I'm going to go into my Juvia's Place palette and use a clearly obvious favorite, which is the shade Abby. And dust off all of my setting powder. And for blush, I'm going to use Patrick Ta's blush, Oh She's Different. I'm going to start with the powder high up on the cheekbones. Higher is better. And a little more here. Kind of line where I bronzed. I'm going to go ahead and set. So let's use this Dewy Milk Mist. Comes out really nice and has a good smell to it. Very subtle, not too crazy. Oh, duh. And I'm using Sephora's lip liner to go in the shade Deep Ruby. Yeah, this color is it. This is it. I hope you guys are proud of me because this time I actually gelled down my edges. Last time I straightened my hair, my edges were not gelled down and they were sticking out. So maybe you guys can be proud of me. But anyways. Oh, one more thing. I almost forgot to apply the cream. Thinking I'm gonna go with this for highlighter tonight. This is Becca's Ignite highlighter. And it's very dewy and nice and subtle once you smooth it out over the skin. So I'm just going to apply it in those high points of the cheeks. And then I'm going to blend it out with the brush. This is in the shade Gratitude. And I'm going to grab this brush and I'm going to apply a little bit of it in my brow arch. Just a little. This is awesome. These products are freaking amazing. These Patrick Ta products. I'm still waiting on him to drop some complexion products. We want some foundation, some concealer, some contour. I'm gonna go. So I'm actually taking you guys with me to the steakhouse, but before that, I have to stop by my mom's to get dressed. And she's a designer, so she designed my dress for my birthday. So I'll see you guys there. So this is the entryway or the lobby area at Burns Steakhouse. And there I am in my beautiful birthday gown. Curb Gear Designs. Follow her on Instagram, y'all. One of the dining rooms, but we're going to be seated in a different one tonight. Lobster bisque. Or wait, what? What is it? Maine lobster cocktail instead of shrimp cocktail. With some avocado mixes. Good.
What's that in the middle of the...
I have lobster bisque. Dan has French onion soup. I'm not a steak eater, so I got my crab stuffed shrimp, which are delicious. In compliments of the chef, he sent out some delicious wine for me and Dan. I forget the name of it, but I remember that it had hints of raspberry and flowers. And this is on our way up to the dessert room. Oh.
So there was a step? Did you see that?
There used to be.
You did the step?
I could've
No,
sworn.
don't tell her that. You don't have to make her feel good. There's no step. There's never been a step. Don't let her make you feel like there's a step ever.
Girl
There's
power,
not.
gotta stick together.
Alright, thank you. I get it. I get it. I get it.
There you have a butterscotch ice cream drink. Mmm. It's good. I had an awesome night, but guys, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.